You guys ready to do a little bit of treasure hunting out here with me today? A little bit chilly out here for Florida weather. It's about 50 degrees down here in Florida today. Gonna get a little bit of rain too. I think it's starting to sprinkle already, but luckily we have a waterproof metal detector, so that definitely comes in handy. First signal out here, it's a 32 on the ID. Let's see what we're working with, huh? Yeah, come on. Hopefully the live stream starts as sweet as it did yesterday. Hope I'm getting hit with an ad already. What's going on, everybody? I'm not sure if there's anybody in the house, but if you guys are joining me late or on another day, this was a live stream. I don't know if you guys have ever caught the live streams before, but they can be either exciting or a complete miss. Just never know with the live streams. Check it out. First signal of the day, 32. Could it be true? Could it be something good for our first signal? It's not a pull tab. It kind of resembles like maybe copper or something. See if there's any design on it. I don't see any design on it, so I'm gonna assume it's a piece of shrapnel metal. My Florida bones cannot handle the chill. It's not even that cold out here. It's like 50 degrees. The rain doesn't help though. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit. What's up, you guys? What's up, Gopher, Mikey, Lodo? What's up? He says, I'm out here metal detecting in Tennessee using the Simplex Ultra, and it's 3 degrees. Let me show you the sky real quick out here today. It's cleared up a little bit, but it was definitely gray on my drive over here. So we're working with decent weather today. What's up, Russ? He says, we've been waiting. We've been gossiping about you. Yeah, that's all right. Today I'm running the Legend. I got it in multi 2 right now. 20 sensitivity, kind of low. Yeah, we're gonna be just kind of going with simple settings today. I'm running 7 recovery speed with only 4 tone. That's a really simplified tone set out here today. So the time is 12:57 p.m. down here in Florida. That one, not sure about that one. Let me just slow down just for a second. I think that one's going to be some iron. It's kind of giving me that Faro check reading there. Let me just see real quick. It's right towards the top. Maybe we can try to get it out. I'm just interested. Maybe it's a relic. There it is right there. Or that's the iron indent. Haven't really dug up a lot of iron recently, so we can add some to our pouch. What in the heck is that? A conglomeration of some variety. Holy moly. Is it an axe head of a time lost long ago? No. I really don't know what that is. It's just a huge chunk of iron. That's definitely going to weigh me down, but we're going to take it with us. Oh man, I might actually have to throw that off on the sidelines until we're done hunting. What's going on, Donna? This is watching from the UK. How's the weather in the United Kingdom right now? If you guys feel like it, if you're hanging out in here, let me know what the weather's looking like in the state or the country that you're in. Woody says it's 13 below here in Montana. -13 wind chill here in central Kansas. You guys got to stay bundled up. It's getting crazy out there. Let me just see here. Adjust my volume a little bit. Turn these ones up. All right, let's try to find some coins or some jewelry out here today. I'm gonna skip by a couple of the really low ones first. Just try to at least find a coin first. We didn't start it off today as spicy as we did yesterday. We got a couple pieces of jewelry on yesterday's hunt. It was an 18. I did just say I was gonna try to find a coin, but you know, those low conductive signals, it's hard for me to walk by them. 18, this has got a chance to be gold, a very slim chance to be gold. John says, have you tried to straighten the coil wires yet? I think I did on one of my detectors. Or yeah, actually, I think on the Xterra yesterday, I kind of had I had ran the wire straight, and it was working good yesterday. I found a couple pieces of jewelry. But I still got it twisted today. I'm guilty. Still twisted up. That's just a piece of can. Quite unfortunate. Let's just keep moving on by, you know? Can't spend too much time on a piece of a can. I think on every hole so far too, one of these little grubs have come out. Somebody's smoking on the lettuce out here. All right. Let's keep on swinging through. What's up, Gustavo? Ooh, shiny sun in Cuba. How's the weather in Cuba? Warm? It's another very likely aluminum signal, an 11. I have this slightly bigger coil. I think this one's called the LG30, but I also have the LG24 with me today, so we might switch it out here in a little bit. It's another 18. I'm gonna take the risk on it. I gotta risk it on those low conductive signals, man. I've been hunting this field now for a while, and recently I was kind of thinking it was slowing down when it comes to jewelry, but yesterday kind of proved me wrong out here. We found 3 pieces of jewelry in about, I don't know, about an hour and 30 minutes time, and plenty of coins too, so I think this spot still kind of has potential for the jewels. This, unfortunately, is not going to be it. I think that's a crumpled up green pull tab right there. Guys probably can't see too much, but Lodo says, family keeps telling me to stop buying stuff for metal detecting because it's a waste of money. I'm trying to get an assassin shovel for $40. You could probably come back. Who's telling you it's a waste of money? Do they buy makeup? Do they have any hobbies? I'd say as long as you're out there using your equipment, it's not a waste of money. But if you just buy something and you hang it up on the shelf, then yeah, that's probably a waste. For me, metal detecting, I probably spend like most of my time metal detecting, so it's an investment, right? An investment. What's up, Leo? I didn't have any luck today. I just started the live stream. I don't even think I found a coin yet. I'm gonna change it from multi-2 to 15 kilohertz, and I'm gonna bump up my sensitivity a little bit. I'm also gonna change my tone set, I think, to just 60 tone. We'll go over to 60 tone, why not? But realistically, this field has slowed down a little bit. Hello, is there anything in the ground? Let's make sure our detector's still working. She's working. What's up, Gary? What's up, Pirate? Pirate of Miami Beach is in the building today. John still doesn't know where this park is. What do you guys think of that signal? Is that a diggable signal? 38. Kind of lower than a zinc penny. I've been spanking this park, man, over the course of like 2 months. Stuff is still coming out. Let's see what we got on this one. Yeah, Russ says, as many detectors as you have to be out every day to justify the expense. I'm out almost every day. It's up here in this clump. What's it gonna be? Sounded kind of good on the ID. Oh yeah, I just saw too, if you guys are looking for a new pinpointer, XP, I just noticed on Amazon, they dropped the price of their MI4 and MI6 pinpointers. I would say if you've been looking for a pinpointer and you're on kind of a budget, the XP MI4 now goes for 89 bucks. XP's not playing around. 89 bucks. Rechargeable battery, it's got 2 different tone sets. I'd say honestly the XP MI4 now is like the best bang for the buck pinpointer wise. I still like the Garrett Carrot, but Lodo says, should I just get a garden shovel and not an assassin? To be honest with you, when metal detecting, if you don't invest in at least a slightly quality tool, you're gonna end up just having to buy another one. When I first started, I was using like garden trowels and, you know, stuff like that, and I probably went through like 3 of them before I got a decent tool that I'm still using today. So sometimes it's worth just skipping over those cheaper tools and just getting something that's actually gonna last you. What's up, Rocky? Pirate says, I use Walmart garden shovel at first. I use one too, like kind of the shorty. Do I dig that? Kind of sounds like iron. It's interesting enough that I think I want to dig it. Sounds kind of like butt. It's a different signal though. It doesn't sound like a pull tab. It doesn't sound like a penny. It sounds different to me. It doesn't mean that it's good. Gustavo says, excellent weather here. I like my 6-inch coil for parks. Appreciate you, Gustavo. Where is it? It's gonna be pretty small though. It sounded small, and I have the slightly bigger coil too. Wait. Come on. Poke around in that hole. Try to swing over it again real quick. Lodo says, I'm buying a hand shovel and a XP. He's already got the Garrett. If you got the Garrett pinpointer, I mean, honestly, you're pretty much good. I don't know, I probably shouldn't have went for this one. I feel like the smaller signals like this are a little bit harder to pinpoint with a bigger coil too. If I had my little elliptical, I might have already been able to pull this one out. I might just give up on it though. Yeah. I don't know, I kind of like that tone. It was funky. It was funky. Somebody's asking about sand scoops, I think. We got one that says CKG, one that says Extreme. I personally have a CKG just because I couldn't afford the Extreme scoop, but if you have the budget for an Extreme scoop, those things look bad to the bone. Let's try to actually find something. I ain't even found really nothing yet. Give me a second. Let's try to get on a good signal. I think I'm actually gonna, I'm not really gonna grid this field, but I've been meandering for a long time, so I'm gonna do like kind of a grid. I'm gonna start like at these picnic tables and I'm gonna go this way. Once I reach the end, we'll turn around and come back this way. Because I have been meandering this field for a while, and I feel like once you've meandered a location for so long, you're bound to go over the same area that you went over. So let's just see here. Dig says, I like the XP and Carrot. Both are linked to the headphones. Woody says he recently bought the Dr. Otech and he likes it. That's a more affordable pinpointer. And hey, if it works, you know? Where's my signals? I had the little coil yesterday on the Xterra Pro I was using out here, and seemingly I was getting signal after signal. 28 right towards the top. Sounds pretty good, solid. Probably a pull tab. Yep, good guess on that one. Pull tabus. Captain John says, I got the Xterra Pro for Christmas. I've never thought about metal detecting. What else did you say, Captain? After watching your videos and a few others now, I'm excited to start hunting. It's a fun hobby. You just have to keep your expectations kind of realistic, you know? Don't expect to go out there and find the gold doubloon or the gold coin on your first hunt. Keep it available as an option, you never know. But, you know, sometimes you gotta be happy with like coins and stuff, and if you keep at it long enough, you're gonna find something cool. Whether it's a relic or, you know, a nice piece of jewelry or something. In my opinion, metal detecting is a lot about persistence. But also about, you know, sometimes expanding your horizons and checking out new locations that you might not otherwise have looked. Which I'm still kind of lacking in that department. The expansion department. Screamer down in here. Oh, tab range again. Pull tab or golden ring range. It's out. Come on, give us something. No! That's closer than we've come. You guys have probably been hanging out on the channel for a while, huh? That's our old friend, the zipper pole. Mad Clatter says, check by the goalpost ends. People put their bags against the poles. I find jewelry all the time next to them. Yeah, I actually found a couple silver rings next to one of the goals not too long ago in the same field. What I've noticed is they move the posts around though, so like they're not ever always in one spot, you know? The goalposts, they're constantly moving around. So there's not a goalpost right here per se, but there could have been. What'd I just pull out of there? A pull tab? I'm gonna turn my recovery speed down from 7 to 6. Trying to keep it casual today. Sounds pretty good too. I like it. This one's probably a coin status, I would think. Sounds pretty good, pretty consistent. Hopefully you guys are staying warm and bundled up today. Lodo says, when I'm scanning, all of my targets are so far underground. How do I fix it? I'm using the Simplex Ultra. One way you can get around that is to lower your sensitivity a little bit. If you don't want to go as deep, just turn back your sensitivity a little bit. That'll help you kind of focus on the surface targets first. Also, sometimes, I don't know if you have, what'd you say you have? The Simplex Ultra? When I was a beginner, honestly, one of the things that really helped me, like, get familiar with my machine was using a smaller coil. I hate to try to sell you on something else, but this one sounds pretty epic. 5253. If I was naive, I would say that's probably a silver ring, but I've had this happen at the beach. Sometimes the quarter's like up average. That's a really good signal though. What's going on with that? 43 to 40 or 53 to 56. Thing sounds epic. Better not be a freaking Corona cap. What's up, Grandma Kelly? Where is it? Sounded sweet. Let's get back up on it real quick. I wonder if it's iron falsing. I hope it's not. You better not be iron in there, little guy. Somebody's screaming in the back. I don't know if you can hear that. Where's his signal? Is it right there? Oh my goodness. Look what, See, it's halfway my fault that this happened, but when you're using a smaller coil, it's less likely for something like this to happen. I'm basically completely off on my signal, and I think it might be iron right next to the hole. Look, it's reading up to 60 now. That's got to be a false alarm. I was completely off on this signal though. Come on, just please don't be a troll. Don't be a thumbtack. I've had this happen on thumbtacks before. Come on. Where are you? And if you put anything metal down next to your pinpointer, it's gonna go off on it. Sorry about this one, guys. It's gotta be right in here. Come on, the struggle begins. Where is it? Let me pull up the chat real quick. I'm struggling, everybody. I'm struggling. No, where's my chat? I lost my chat. Rest in peace. Oh, there it is. Sorry about this crater, you guys. Oh, I think we're on it. What's it gonna be? Take a guess. It was reading all the way up to 60, but a little bit of an iron grunt in it. This was my most horrible hole of 2023. Wait a second. Oh, you trolled me big time on that one, boys and girls. It's a freaking 3-volt battery. It even came out, it was like shiny. We thought we had a silver quarter there for a second. How could you? All right, it was a battery. Sorry about that. The struggle is real. Fluff it in there as best as you can. This field is pretty patchy already, so, you know, it's not the biggest deal, but still try to clean it up the best that you can, you know? All right. That was a big fail. Yeah, Gary says that looked great. The tone and that look, man, it had me. All right, that's gotta be a decent coin, right? 45, 46 on the ID. Haven't been surprised with a nice silver ring on a coin ID like that in a little while. I won't complain. All right, let's try to get a little bit more efficient, huh? That's important, I think, to me, especially when you're hunting at like the modern parks. There's so much crap out there. You have to be efficient recovering the signals, or you're never gonna get through all that crap. 1979 copper penny. Come on. I'm lucky the rain kind of just showed its face and then went back up into the clouds. That's some iron right there. I dig it. Let's see. See what it is. It's a 2. Pull it out for the players of the field for some karma points. It's one of those, I think it's a strap for a helmet, or like the buckle strap thing. Not sure exactly, but some junk, some iron. See you later, Gary. He says, chores await. Enjoy the chores. Come on, everybody. Let's get some jewelry. I'm going to make it my goal, at least. Let's try to get some jewelry. Any variety. Crusty, rusty, or the platinum stuff. I'll take just about anything. Thought I had a 16 there. Yeah. Appreciate that, ZZ. He says hit the like button. Thanks, man. All right, I'm about to turn around and head in the other direction. Seems to be dead over here. Kind of listening for those solid ones today too. I do want to keep an open mind and try to dig just about everything, but something like that I'm not really so sure about. There's always a give and take when it comes to like walking by signals or deciding to dig them up, you know? It's kind of a hard decision to make. If you walk by a signal, you'll have time to dig up another one, but you could possibly be walking by something good, you know? It's always a tough decision to decide what to do. What's up, Mike? Says, get 'em, T.O. Dig says, looks like I've gotten all the nectar from that site. I don't think so, Dig. I think it's starting to slow down. I don't know if you caught yesterday's live stream, but I pulled out 3 pieces of jewelry out here yesterday. I think it's just about getting to that spot that I haven't been to yet. I've definitely been cleaning it out, though. It's been slowing down a lot. But like I said, then again, yesterday I come out here and I pull like, I think 2 pieces of jewelry in a row, and then I pulled a 3rd before the stream was over. So that kind of just tells me like there's more out here, guaranteed. What is it? No! I think most of the nectar though, it's starting to get sucked clean. That's a pull tab. Coins are starting to slow down, you know, that's kind of how you know for sure. Coins were coming out plentiful when I first showed up to this location. What's up, Vicky? John says -30 wind chills in Nebraska today. Oh no. Come on down, Mad Clatter. We get a little bit chilly throughout the year. We usually get like low 30s. We get a frost, so I grow like a couple tropical plants. Bananas and like papayas, and they survive throughout the year until, you know, we get a hard frost. Then it's kind of a reset for everything. See you later, Lodo. Hey, we got a good luck in here. Thank you very much. Appreciate the good luck. Todd says, got the Legend for Christmas. Can't wait to use it in a couple months. Live in Upper Michigan. Yeah, at least you have something to look forward to, though. When you guys are trapped in the house with like cold weather, at least you got something to look forward to, you know? Another coin signal. We got a policia sitting in the the parking lot. Looks like he's eyeing me down. What intentions does he have? He's probably just enjoying his lunch break or something. Sometimes I think a little too far into things like that, you know? Is he scoping me out? Nah, he's probably eating a cheeseburger. A couple inches down in this one. What's up, Jerry? He says, I'm only 12 degrees, 4 inches of snow with 3/4 inch of ice. You're getting out there detecting in that, right, Jerry? Come on, Jerry. Just kidding, that's too cold. Like sometimes, you know, even in like the 40 degrees and 50 degrees for me, I'm like, I don't know, it's pretty cold out there. I think our bodies kind of acclimate a little bit to temperature. I don't think your body can really acclimate to negative 12 degrees, but Russ says, I saw iced over puddles in Tampa back in '93. Yeah, I think I remember one year where it wasn't quite snowing, but it was like almost a snow. A cold frozen rain or something happened. But yeah, we get a couple like frosts, you know, down where we are. I'm not quite South Florida. I'm kind of like Central Florida almost, West Central Florida. Get a little bit chilly. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to find a new location soon though, because this spot is drying up. Yesterday it came through us with the Xterra, but try that scrappy one, sure. Sounds like some cancel if I overheard it. I don't know, I think I still like my elliptical, the LG24 coil best for this machine though. I've been trying to like this LG30 and it's okay, but I think my preference is still that LG24 coil. I feel like it's got good depth and it's got really good pinpoint ability. Like right here with this big coil, I'm kind of off. Steve asked, do I ever look for new locations or always the same parks? It kind of depends, but I'm definitely, I've been looking for new locations recently. That one spot that I was hunting a couple weeks ago that was like in some woods, that's a completely new location for me. The old possible home site. So this year I do kind of want to get on some more spots like that. This one I think we're just going to skip by though. It's not reacting how I want. I wonder if I've ever skipped by a gold chain though. Popped a plug like this and then been like, it's not so good. Just leave a gold chain in the hole. Let's listen for like if there's a big honking ring out here, like a class ring, it's probably gonna give you a relatively repeatable signal. What's up, Ken? From warm Cali, low 50s here. Yeah, that's similar to our weather. Let's go to pitch tone. Let's try pitch tone out here. You guys ready to wake up or what? Pitch tone will surely wake you up. See what we got with pitch tone. Pitch tone's kind of, I think the tone is dependent on how big or deep the object is. I think that's kind of the determining factor with pitch tones. I used to like pitch tones a lot at the beach because at the beach I'm more likely to dig just about everything, and I feel like pitch tones is the most likely to alert you to a signal under the ground. Yep, Russ is right. Ed B asks, how many furs do I own? Russ says too many. See what I'm talking about with that? That's just gonna wake you up from a dead sleep. Turn my volume. One thing I do like about this machine though, it has very like tight volume adjustment. It has volume right here, which is your main volume, which goes up extraordinarily loud, but it also has like a subsection for volume that can really help you. Like, you set your main volume and then you can set this secondary volume, so it helps you, you know, if some signals are too loud, you can kind of go in there and adjust the settings to how you like it. So that's obviously way too low. Turn it up to 2 main volume and then 6 secondary. Sounds like butt though. Sorry I'm wasting so much time today, guys. Dig that? No. That one more likely, yeah. Kind of an annoying tone though, almost, you know, fluty. I don't know if I'd be able to listen to that all day long. What's up, Paul? Mark says, I use the LG24 in parks and LG30 for the beach. Yeah, you got the right idea. That sounds good. LG24 for parks, LG30 for the beach. It just realistically is harder to pinpoint your target, in my opinion, with a big coil. I don't know where it is. I'm almost ready to go to the vehicle and get my LG24 out, honestly. Sometimes I think in a big field like this, a bigger coil could maybe be in your advantage, but yesterday I was finding more signals with the Xterra Pro and the small elliptical coil, so it's not always the case, I think. Yeah, Russ says use what you have, wrong or not. Gopher says audio gain will mess with pitch tones. Dig says try to go deeper, Austin. That might be a good idea. On this signal right here, or just in general, Dig? Try to maybe search for some of those deeper signals. Yeah, this one is deeper actually. It's right here. What was this even reading? I think this was a 20s on the ID, was it not? The 20s? ZZ says pinpoint at the toe. It works with my LG30. Yeah, that one's just, I think, a modern coin. Harold says he's been watching metal detecting since Deep Digger Dan. Just pulled the trigger on the Legend. Get out there and get swinging, man. It is. It's a good hobby overall, though. Like, it's kind of one of those it hits on like multiple points. Number one, you can find good stuff, right? Which is cool. Like, what other hobby really can you go out there, spend your time, and have the chance to just find really cool stuff? In a lot of cases, hobbies are just like money on money on money, which metal detecting can be if you're not careful, but all you really need is get one machine that you're gonna learn and you know how to swing around, and you know, it's almost like, some people say it's almost like a scratch off. Every time you dig up a hole, it's like a free $1 scratch off. You never know it's gonna come out of that hole. Oh, Dig says set recovery to 0. Woo! I don't know if I'll be able to handle a 0 recovery speed, but I will at least try it. I'll at least temporarily try it. Set her recovery speed to 0, or 1 is as low as it goes on the Legend. Let's see how it changed this signal. Oh my goodness gracious, is that actually it? Turn it back up to 8. Yeah, look how different it changes the signal. Like this one, listen to that, 8 recovery speed, and then bring it down to 1. Oh my goodness. It sounds like an aluminum can now. But it really brought out that signal a lot though, you know? All right, let's try it. Try to dig a slightly maybe bigger plug on this one. That really popped that signal though. We'll try 1 recovery speed for a little while. Whoa, that plug popped right out. I think maybe Gigmaster uses very low recovery speed on the beach. That 1 recovery speed definitely popped this signal though. Coin. Mark says the Legend's a coin magnet. Yeah, I found that the case too. No shortage of coins. It's an orange one. It's probably just a copper penny. I found a couple wheat cents out here though, so every time I assume that one like this is a copper penny, it could be a wheat cent. It just takes too long to clean them up out here in the field. Ed, I like that too. It says it doesn't matter what you're finding as long as you're having fun. Yep. And that can just make your overall experience better on the search to something good, you know? So it kind of does depend on your outlook when you're out there metal detecting. Like if you're having a bad time pulling up trash, try to change your mentality. Like, might not be easy, but try to have fun digging up trash, as weird as that sounds. See, for me, I have a really hard time pinpointing signals. Like when I run a really low recovery speed, it's probably just something that you have to learn, because I've been metal detecting with a high recovery speed for a long time. So like something like this even, I'm thinking like, what? What? Turn it up a little bit to like 4 at least. Still sounds crazy. Now, what would this sound like if I was running my usual 8 recovery speed? It still sounds bad. But it kind of sounds small now. You hear that? You hear it's got like that double beep, you know? I bet you it's something small on the surface. Now if I go back to like 2 recovery speed, I just cannot tell at all. Like 2 recovery speed, it kind of sounds like something big and deep. But let me just make sure again. 8 recovery speed. I could be wrong, but kind of sounds like something small right on the surface with a higher recovery speed. I don't know, I like learning though. That's definitely something that you can learn, you know, that the differences in recovery speed, they change your machine up so much that there's so much to learn. If you think you've learned your machine, try changing up your recovery speed or your audio gain, you know. Those are gonna almost make it like a completely different machine. This one, I found a lot of these yesterday. See you later, DE. This is one of those things. It's the, you know, ball inflation. What kind of valve is that called? Is that a Schrader valve or am I mistaken? It's still got the little thing on it. Gopher says the legend in a higher frequency is a Canadian coin magnet. I'm running 15 right now. Jerry says Paystreak uses 6 or 8, I think. I'll try like 4. Let's try 4. That's a pretty low recovery. Some iron right on top. I feel like 4 isn't too bad. I usually stick to the same, like 6 to 8 is my go-to recovery speed. But if you can get away with running a lower recovery speed comfortably, it can really give you some extra depth, I think. Dig up these ultra sketchy ones. We'll dig up one, see what it is. The tone's telling me it's probably like some can slaw. Never know. Four recovery speed doesn't seem too shabby. Something small. Unidentifiable. It's not quite iron, not quite aluminum. It's something. Something so sweet. Oh, it is aluminum. It's crumpled up aluminum. Dig says lift the coil as you swing to see if the target sound goes away. Trick to size the target. Yeah, I do that with like a higher recovery speed, but you're probably right. It probably works even better with a lower recovery speed. So yeah, that's a good way to identify like a can under the ground. Is if you raise your coil up and it's still beeping a foot above the ground, you know almost guaranteed it's a huge object that you're probably going to want to avoid. Ken, I like it, says Austin, go where no man has gone before. What else did he say? My freaking phone. My chat. Come on back. He says, I did a video at a park where I found a total of 5 rings, several in places you would not think to swing at. Yeah, I've been saying that for a long time. You know, once in a while it is good to check where the others have not checked. Especially if you're in an area with competition, you know. If you see guys metal detecting around the basketball courts and the playgrounds and the swing set, you're probably not going to find much around there. So I like to think just because parks are set up a certain way today doesn't mean that the layout was the same, you know, a couple years ago. Picnic tables move and sometimes they put up new obstacles or I don't know. All right, what happened to this one? I'm just honestly, I think I'm about to go switch out my coil maybe. I just prefer, I honestly do prefer my smaller coil. It's just preference. It really is preference. What's this? It's an ace bandage clip thing. You guys see a lot of those, huh? What's up, family of 5? I don't know what happened to your message, but it says message retracted. Dig says, I like seeing the white sand beneath the grass. The white stuff I have at home is above the grass, so you have to shovel it. Ah, the snow, hey? Yeah, we got some Florida snow. It's that beach sugar sand, right? What's up, Detecting Blaine? Russ says I'm sticking with the 28. Is that the LG 28? Is that the stock coil, Russ? It's aluminum right on top. Foil. Kind of guilty I didn't exactly stick to my grid. What's up, John Barali? John B? 6. How about 60 tone? You can change up the sound of it so much, but it doesn't change what's actually under the hole. No! I like being able to just pop my plug and my signal be like right there. But I guess, you know, different coil sizes, sometimes they punch in a little bit deeper. Crusty. Man, nothing but crusty stuff today, huh? Ain't even got a quarter yet. Where's a quarter? Hopefully you guys don't mind a little bit of trash. It's the reality, you know. For me, at least. Mark says it's 8 here in southern Indiana. I think it's like 50 something here still. It almost rained earlier. Started sprinkling on my way over here. That would not have been good. Thanks for the kind words, family of 5. He's from Missouri. That's a nice high ringer. Maybe 2 right here. Hit it with the pinpoint button. Do any of you guys use the pinpoint button on your metal detector? I'm curious to know. Pinpoint it. Hit it with the pinpoint button. Come on, give us some rings or something. Screamer. I think I'm all the way up to 6 recovery speed now. There's another coin. Woo! Mikey says just got done shoveling off the driveway. Blowing and snowing here in central New York. Oh yeah, isn't it like Buffalo? I heard something about Buffalo is gonna be gnarly. Larry says he loves his Legend, just ordered a Deus 2. What's up, Bart? Bart says sometimes he uses the pinpoint button. I use it more as a novelty, but maybe it would actually help more with a lower recovery speed. I haven't really experimented much with the pinpoint button on a lower recovery speed. Yeah, Mark, that's usually how I pinpoint too, using the tip of the coil and kind of like backing the coil up until the signal stops beeping almost. for it. There is a playground here. Maybe we could check it out. I don't know if there's kids in it right now. Would you guys be interested in trying to check out a slightly different area at this park, or should I stick to this field? When I first showed up, there was no kiddies in the playground. 27, 28, 30, 31. Let's try this one. 30, 31. That 27, 28 was telling me it's gonna almost guaranteed be a pull tab. I think I'm gonna go back for it just in case. Come on. Am I off? Oh, ZZ says pinpoint will kill the speaker on the Legend. I've heard a couple people have issues with the Legend speaker. It's in the plug. For me, I don't ever go over 2 volume on my Legend. I can see how the Legend speakers blow out, because even at 2 volume, my Legend is extremely loud. Like, I don't understand why they made the machine as loud as it is, but that's probably half the reason the speakers blow out, is because the sheer loudness of the machine. Come on. It's in the clump. I'm mangling it. What is it? No! It's another piece of like one of those kind of ace bandage clip things. It's got 2 pieces of metal and a piece of elastic in the middle. Some junk. It's a pretty strong signal on the machine. You can tell this field has been used a good amount, because I find a lot of stuff like that out in this field. Stuff that kind of just tells you that people are out here playing in it. A lot of those ball inflation valves. And Ken says, any curb strips along park you haven't hit yet? Guess there's kind of like a curb strip on the outside of the field fence. What's up, treasure hunting Legend? He says, find some gold, buddy. I hope so. Blaine, how did your speaker go out? Do you know, like, what caused it? When did it go out on you? Should I go to field mode? I always run park mode on the Legend. Should we try field mode? Do any of you guys run field mode? Field mode, multi-2, 6 recovery speed, 60 tone. What about 2-tone? Turn up my volume again a little bit. All right, field mode, multi-2, 2-tone. Let's give 2-tone a shot. Whoops. Kind of experiment, you know. No rhyme or reason why I'm changing my settings. Just, I think a lot of it is like preference, you know. You gotta find what feels right to you. Yo, what's up, 714? Appreciate it, dude. John B says yunk. This one I think is coin. Yeah, popped right out, pretty nice. Appreciate you, 714. Thanks for that, man. That one's a dime. Roosevelt dime. Detecting says, probably my fault. Half Deaf had speaker wide open and lay that pinpoint button steady. Yeah, that'll surely blow your machine up. But to be fair, it's kind of like, I don't think that they should have allowed the speaker to get that loud to begin with. I don't know if that's actually the cause of why it's blowing up, but I've heard a lot of people had that issues as their speaker went out on the Legend. So far, I can say I've never had to send my Legend in for any problems. When I first got it, I did have it brick on me. It like froze up. I went out to the beach and the thing completely turned into a brick. I couldn't do anything. But all it needed was like a factory reset. I think one benefit of possibly two-tone is that it's a benefit and a curse depending on where you're hunting or what you're looking for, but two-tone gives you a nice alerting signal even on the low conductive items. So sometimes I think our brain tells us when you hear that low bump of like foil or maybe even a pull tab, it's not as enticing as say like a quarter signal or a dime signal, you know? So when I'm at the beach, I like to have my tones kind of similar in a lot of cases. Because our brain tells us that like a penny signal is good, you know? It sounds really high, it sounds nice, but the likelihood that a penny signal is going to be a penny is about 99%. So to find the gold, man, that's like my little bit of a tip. Change your tone set to make the aluminum sound a little bit better. What happened to it? It's gone. It's completely gone. Larry says pitch tone's been kicking ass. Where have you been using pitch tones at, Larry? Uh-oh, I have two pin pointers on me. They're tangled up. This ain't working. Yeah, if you guys are just joining me too, not sponsored at all, but the XP pin pointers, they came down on the price. So you can get an XP pin pointer now for 89 bucks, which I think is a really good deal, honestly. If I didn't already have an XP pin pointer, I'd probably snatch one up at 89 bucks. All right, what just happened to this little thing? It's in here. I could have swore I just had it out. What happened? I thought I had it and I thought it sounded good. Oh, heard something. It's gonna be something small, probably. Dude, no way. No way. That was our signal? What even is that, dude? Alrighty then. Mark says my speaker will probably never go out. I always use the headphones because I'm hard of hearing. Hey, that's one way to do it. I kind of devoted my headphones to Destiny. I'm not a big headphone user, but those Bluetooth headphones that come with the Legend are actually really comfortable. Destiny's been wearing them. Yeah, MI6 is 112, but the MI4 is 89 bucks now. I saw it on Amazon for 89 bucks. I think I paid like 120 for my MI4, and I think the MI6 used to be like 150. So maybe now that Nokta pin pointer has come out, the AccuPoint XP is getting a little bit more competitive, which I like to see it. I like to see competition among the detecting companies, you know? Meh. Probably just skipped the gold ring on that one. Jerry, I'm running 1.11 still. I'm not sure how many more updates there have been after 1.11. They haven't come out with the beast mode yet, have they? I've kind of been holding on until beast mode. Pump it up to 30 sensitivity right now. Maybe a little bit lower. 28 sensitivity multi 2. Yeah, Larry says pitch has the ability to give you size and shape indicator. What do you guys think? Is that an kind of an signal? It's a 15. Yeah. Stuff ain't popping easy today. It's just sugar sand. Where is it? G4 says 1.13 is the latest. It's kind of giving me an iron signal now. Now it's clean again. Weird. Try to get it out, I guess. We can dig coins all day, but I like risking it, you know. What the heck? I think, honestly, I want to do some more detecting, but I think I want to change my coil. Are you guys okay with me changing up my coil real quick? You guys all right with that? It's really just a preference thing. I'm actually right on top of the signal, so it's not like I'm off, but I kind of just want to change it up to the LG24. You guys mind if I change up my coil? What's that? Dude, is that a crusty? That's the crustiest pencil eraser I've ever seen in my life. Mark says, so far I like the banana with the legend. I also use the MI6 with the Deus. The banana's the new Nokta pointer, huh? Ed B's asking, what do I think about the Ace Apex? I think, honestly, the Ace Apex isn't really a bad machine. It's just, it's kind of a preference machine. In my opinion, like the sounds that it gives off aren't my favorite. But if you like the Apex, one thing I have noticed with the Apex is you can get a really good deal on it, like open box. I wouldn't suggest buying an Apex at new price because they kind of devalue. Used Apexes only go for like $250. But I personally still have my Apex. My Apex has just been sitting on the shelf for a long time. I planned on selling it, but I've never sold it yet. I've never sold it yet. Change it up, let's see the difference. Probably wouldn't be too much difference, but maybe I'll change it up real quick. Swing back to the car and we'll change our coil out. I'm gonna have to do a battery swap too because my battery's running low. Also gonna need a nose clear out. It's really just preference. I mean, there's probably not too much difference between the two coils. Something really crusty right there. Holy moly. No clue. Crusty as it gets. Yeah, Mark says the Ace Apex isn't waterproof. They say it's weatherproof. The coil is supposed to be waterproof. I don't know. I think too, in a lot of cases, like people, like the YouTubers, even me, we have somewhat of influence on like at least the first look on metal detectors, you know. And I know when the Ace Apex first came out, a lot of people instantly went to testing it against other machines like the Vanquish and, you know, the Equinox. And the price, I think, performance, you might be able to get a slightly better performing machine at a similar price. But at the same time, you know, the Apex it's a Garrett machine. It's a unique metal detector. It's got a really nice screen on it. That's kind of what attracted me to it, honestly. But, you know, out there in the field, stuff like that isn't really important. How big of a screen it has or things like that. You want it to perform good and you want it to sound good. So if you've watched some videos on it though and you like the way it looks and you can get one for a good price, I'd say get it. Yeah, I'm about to go, Ken asks, how's the banana on and off holster feature? Still haven't used the banana, so I'm not sure. The Nokta AcuPoint, I think Ken's talking about. Alright, so we're gonna do a battery swap, we're gonna coil, and then we're gonna head to a slightly different location too. I'm gonna keep the live stream rolling. Hopefully our connection can hold up. Another coin right there. Coins kill, what? Coins keep, hoo ha hee hee, what? Coins keep coming out a little bit at a time. Bart says, I still have found more with my Pro than Legend, like your AT Pro. And I think that is metal detectors, as much as the companies want to make it seem like the metal detector you buy is like your ultimate decision and how much stuff you're gonna find. Realistically, it's about more so the metal detector, it's about the location, and then it's just about swinging your detector over the right spot and deciding to dig something up, you know? So easily, you know, a Garrett could find more than a Legend if the guy with the Garrett's out there on a good location swinging that thing daily. Like, I feel like when you see these tests head to head, you know, iron separation tests and all this, they're kind of important, but it more so depends where you hunt, because those few instances where a silver coin is going to be like masked by a nail and then there's going to be something else right there, those are very specific circumstances that in real world don't often happen. Like, honestly, and it really depends where you hunt. Something like that would happen more often if you're hunting in old home sites all the time, but if you're hunting out in a field like that, none of that crap that they show you on the test really matter, because the circumstances you're gonna get, like the scenarios that they show are so low. Like the odds to find a silver dime right next to a nail at a certain, like, you know, way, it's just, they're really low odds. So like, you have to get a metal detector. Don't base it on those nail tests, especially if you're hunting in an area like this. Base it on the amount of comfort that you can get. I don't know, I'm blabbing, I'm definitely blabbing. Tell me to shut up, mute me. But yeah, that's definitely just an opinion of mine. But remember, when you see some of these really specialized tests, that doesn't always sum up a metal detector. But in a lot of cases, people make the assumption that if one metal detector's hitting this dime next to a nail better than the other, then this metal detector is just better. When it's not always that simple, I feel. Like I said, I'm just blabbing at this point. I feel like just in an instance too, it depends where you're hunting. If you're hunting in an iron infested home site 90% of the time, then a test like that might be a little bit more suitable to you. But when I see tests like that, I rarely will ever encounter a circumstance like that, so I'm not going to base my purchase off of a test like that. It would just be, you know, it would be naive for me to do. So real quick, I'm gonna switch out my coil. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I'm gonna have to switch out my battery here in a second too. So let me give you guys a little bit of scenery. But yeah, I will be right back. And I'm gonna try to go find another area in this park too. Let's just swing right here. This is kind of next to the parking lot. Just curious. Is there anything right here? Yes. All right, there's a couple things right here. We'll dig one more with this big coil and then we'll go get the small one. Yeah, Free American Spirit, he says, also depends on swing speed, discrimination, reaction speed, stability. The Garrett does not have as many things to adjust. Okay, you're basing that on the Garrett. But yeah, you're right, you know, if you buy, depending on the machine you buy, some machines give you more options, really. That's what it comes down to. So if you get in a tougher environment, you can more likely keep up with that tough environment, right? Yeah, that can be important, because in some cases, if you buy a cheap machine and then you want to go to like a crazy location, your machine might not have the ability to keep up with that location because it's fixed. you know, if it's fixed with a certain recovery speed or whatnot. I think iron bias is also kind of an important setting when you're hunting in like iron. Bottle cap on that one. All right. Ed B asks, what metal detector do you recommend under $1,000? There's so many machines. There's so many good machines under $1,000 that it's preference to me, you know? The Legend, the Equinox, the you could even probably get an open box Deus 2 for around $1,000. Hey, appreciate the likes. 59 likes, up to 62. You guys really like that Corona cap, huh? Thanks for the likes, fellas. It is free content after all. Bart says, I mainly hunt old homes, so I run into lots of iron. So the new AccuPoint is very intriguing because that new AccuPoint has, what does it have? It's got that tone that can tell you that it's iron under there, I think. All right. Real quick, let's switch out our coil. Turn our Legend off real quick. Larry says our river beaches are littered with nail from people burning pallets mixed with pull tabs and bottle caps. That is a challenge, Larry. Near impossible challenge. Woody says the White's 600 DI is a good machine. Use one for years. The needle gauge is accurate. Yeah, Ken's got some detecting videos over on his channel. He's been really pumping out content lately. That's the way to do it if you're starting a channel, though. Just pump out that content. All right, real quick, I'm gonna take you guys off for a second. Hope you don't mind. I will be right back. Grabbing my coil real quick. On the road again. Look at this little guy. Might have a little bit of a face reveal here, my apologies. Strap you guys back up. Woo. I think we got 3 Policias out here now. Hopefully they ain't looking into me, bro. I think they're doing their own thing. I don't think they care about me. 3 police SUVs out here. I don't think they care what I'm up to. Oh yeah, that little... Wait, this is the LG, right? The Simplex, the new Simplex coil looks pretty similar to this. I think they call it the SX24. This is the LG24 right here. All right. I think instead of going back out into the field, we're gonna try to expand a little bit. Let's try to go find another area to hit. I also got to put this back on. I have 2 chest mounts. One for the camera, one for the chat. Come on. There's 4. There's 4 now. Holy smokes. 4 policia. The policia. All right. My bad. Give me 1 second. How many people did we just lose? We lost everybody. I'm sorry. Woody says you can't beat the Garrett pinpointer. I feel like the Garrett right now is probably the most durable pinpointer on the market. The Garrett's just tried and true, you know. It's still around. It's still been holding up. Just a good pinpointer overall. Can't complain with the Garrett. The only thing about it is you got to change out the 9-volt batteries, you know. ACB says hit edges by woods. Kevin, where's the coil cover? I'm guilty. I haven't been running my coil cover lately. I was using this detector at the beach, and I don't know, it's a good idea to use a coil cover, but what I've done on my other coil too, once it starts to get a little bit beat up, I got some like resin. You guys ever heard of like you know, UV resin or different types of resin? That's basically, I think, how these coils are made originally, is they pour like resin over the coil wires or something. I don't know exactly how they work, but on my stock coil I actually added another thin layer of resin instead of the coil cover. I wouldn't recommend it. That's just something that I did. All right, should we just walk? Shall I walk for a moment? Let me also grab something else. I gotta grab an extra battery too. You guys are seeing a little bit of the behind the scenes. I need a laptop with me to even be able to stream out here, so it's a little bit challenging, but I'll grab something to drink real quick. All right, we're good. We're good, we're good. Yeah, Jerry says the police are waiting for you to find a gun for them. There's literally 4 of them over there. All right, let's go. Let's go find somewhere to check. I think we're gonna try to, if you guys are willing, I'm gonna go see if the playground is open first. And if the playground isn't open, we'll go somewhere else. I might even be able to take you guys out. Look at that, you're free. You guys are free. I want to show you this other spot that I've hunted a few times. You guys remember this little spot? Looks like the water's higher today. This is gator territory right here. I found some coins down there though, surprisingly. Good amount of coins. Yeah, G4 says must be a slow crime day. Try to take a walk over to the playground. It's a little bit of ways, but some adventuring, you know. Like when I first made my channel to like Treasure Outdoors, it's kind of like a tacky, corny name, but I kind of made it as a play on like Treasure the Outdoors, you know, because I like nature, you know. For me, it's not always about metal detecting. It's about like, oh, I hear kids though. Playground, I can almost guarantee is full. I hear kids. There's a baseball field over here, which usually we're supposed to stay out of. I mean, I could go along the sidelines. I could even go in this little area right here. There's like a picnic bench right here. It's kind of just a spot to sit and relax, I guess. What do you guys think? Where should we go? I could swim over there. I wanted to get to that like little island over there and see what's actually on there. but I don't think there's any way to get over there unless you canoe or swim over there. So yeah, Peter, I plan on it. He's asking, am I gonna go head back to the old house sites? I think I want to try that one that I was at 1 or 2 more times, but the issue with that spot is there's a lot of modern trash littered with the old stuff, so it's really tough to pick between that modern stuff and get to the old stuff. ACB says right here by the bench. We'll try it. I got 13% battery, so I'm gonna have to swap my battery in a minute. See if we can get something right here by the bench. This is a good spot to check, always by benches. 15 kilohertz, 25 sensitivity, 2 volume. There's one right there. Sounds small. I bet you that's going to be a split shot fishing weight. I'm just going to guess. Is it? Yeah, boy. I know my detector, boys and girls. Now, I know this location more than anything. It's a little split shot fishing weight. Okay, okay. Yep, Jerry, great spot to sit and watch the gators as they stalk you, or let the gators watch you. And then as soon as I turn my back to the water, they're gonna come out and freaking grab me by the ankles. That one might even be another split shot weight. Let's try it. Sounds a little bit better, but still small, you know? Have you guys been able to get familiar with the size of an item? A lot of you guys have. Somebody mentioned that. I think it was Dig earlier, talking about like the can, if you lift your coil up, can help you determine the size of a bigger item. That was another one, another split shot. Mikey says you have to grid a small area, works a treat. Wild, yeah, there are certain places you can't metal detect around. Mostly like in my parks, they want you to stay out of the manicured fields. So like the baseball fields, you're gonna want to stay away from those. And it really heavily depends on county, I think. Like, because in the state of Florida, you're not allowed to metal detect all the parks. It's really kind of dependent on if the county wants to allow it or not. Right under the bench here. I wanted to get to that playground. Bench sounds good. Have I been too picky today? I feel like I haven't dug up a lot of signals today. Somebody's asking some questions. What is my garden shovel called and how much was it? This is actually a generic digging tool. I forgot what it's called. Is it a Prospector's Choice? It's literally a generic digging tool and it's lasted me a long time. It's kind of unbranded. You might be able to find it on Amazon. I think it's called like an edge digger. Check up an edge digger. It shouldn't be more than $20. I actually bought one of the Nokta hand diggers thinking it would be an upgrade to this one, and I hate to say it, but brands aren't always better. As soon as I started using that Nokta hand digger, I could tell it had some serious flex in it. Whereas this one, dude, this one's solid. But I don't know, maybe because it's unbranded, maybe the quality control isn't quite there. Hopefully if you buy one, it will be as good quality as this one, but I'm not sure. This one's decently deep, man. No. Jerry says playground, just chase the kids away with your digger and see what those 4 cops do. Yeah. You guys really want this video to go some type of viral, huh? Metal detector user gets tased and arrested on live. Let's get thrown in jail. Harassing the children. What's up, Harold? Oh yeah, he's got it. SE Prospector's Choice Dual Serrated Edge Digger Trowel. That's exactly it, I think, Harold. Surprisingly, man, like, can't always discount the off brands. Brands aren't always better. Metal detector user gets his ankles broken, tased and pepper sprayed. Try to find a coin down in here real quick. Oh, what's that? Better not be a condemn. This has got to be a split shot, I bet you. Gotten familiar with the sound of the split shot fishing weight. Am I wrong? Oh, I'm wrong, dude. I'm wrong. It's a pencil eraser. Poor little Johnny boy got taken away by the gator while he was doing his homework. Yeah, ACB, drop the weapon. It's not a weapon, officer. It's just a gardening trowel. Get on the ground. Just getting tased. Officer, I'm just trying to dig up a penny. Oh my goodness. What's wrong with that one? Probably some iron or something weird. Big junk. Drop the gun. Just got the pinpointer out. Oh, what the heck is this? Oh yeah, just what I wanted to find. Let's get the highest bidder on this one. The heck is it? You guys know what that is? Wild Irishman asks, how often do you find valuables while detecting? I'm just gonna be honest with you, I personally don't find valuables that often. But I don't necessarily hunt the best locations either, so you kind of have to, you know, keep that in mind. I think if I hunted Clearwater Beach every day for 5 hours a day, I would probably find good stuff relatively often. But a lot of the times I hunt like kind of subpar locations that realistically you gotta work, you know, you gotta work for some good stuff, just to be honest. Peter, $250 bid on that piece of junk. Sold. Get down in here again real quick. I don't know what it is about this little water pit, but it always intrigues me when I come over here. Oh yeah, fence wire. Just never know what you're gonna find in the gator hole. I just hope I don't find a ring with a finger still attached. That's always like the fear of a metal detector user, huh? Sounds good. Finding a ring with the bone still on it. Look at that, that's a coin. Come on with the coin. I don't know. It's a round object. Yeah, Jerry says he also doesn't seed the areas like some do. Yeah, when you're watching metal detecting videos, you just have to be like kind of conscious or aware and realize not everything you see is real, because there's definitely some questionable individuals out there. Ooh, what's that? What's that? I've been adjusting my volume all day. I gotta relax. Is that something sweet? Sounds kind of sweet. Some people have questionable intentions out there. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. This stuff stink. This better be a silver doubloon. There it is. Yeah, like, I'm always kind of curious about this spot. I don't get why there's so many coins. Do people use this as like a wishing well or something? We got a duck. Muscovy. Come here, buddy. Little Muscovy duck there. That's a quarter though, 25 cents. I think it's a state quarter. It's a Montana state quarter. Perfect. Is that Renee or Reen? Says, nice to see there's a lot of junk in the USA as well. Oh, there is an extraordinary amount of junk in the USA. You're from the Netherlands. You got junk over there too? I thought it was just America that was trashy. Imagine metal detecting in like India or something. There's a 20 in there too. 23. I don't know why I'm in this little spot, but hey, it's a baby beaver. It's a small little beaver tail right there. Yo, what's up, SoFlo? Treasure finds in the building. Says hello, fellow treasure hunters. Is what I'm doing really considered treasure hunting? I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm investigating the odd spots. 36. Yeah, and there's freaking pull tabs for days down here, man. Pull tabs for days. I think at the very least people maybe use this as a fishing spot, which maybe explains some of the coins, but nope. This spot is sketchy. All right, we're gonna move out of this spot. Let's move on by. What's up, Gopher? Mikey says, I lived in Florida back in the 90s, went fishing and caught a water moccasin. Had to cast it back in and rip the hook out. Ooh. Yeah, this spot, literally, this could be a water moccasin spot, actually. Tone sounds like booty. Booty fruit smoothie. Detecting Blaine says, get over to the tot lot, get a gold ring. I still hear the kitties screaming over at the tot lot though. I'm kind of keeping my eye out. Something wrapped around this fruit. Bro, what the heck is that? It's literally wrapped around this root. It's like a spring or something. Spring or some wire. Oklahoma says 1,000 pull. I goofed up big time. I knew I had to change my battery, but I forgot to change it and it just went dead. So sorry about the abrupt drop off there. Man, I was almost ahead of it. We lost 60 people. I hate when that happens, man. Our battery dies and we freaking lose half of our audience. Yeah, that's part of the reality, I guess, right? Things are never going to be perfect over here on the Treasure Outdoors channel, but son of a stink. Yeah, I had a whole method with me too. I was going to change out my battery and try to keep the live stream on, and I forgot that I was low battery and I dropped off. Son of a... Why does it have to do me like this? It's my own fault. All right, let's get back into it. We're back on though. It worked with just a little bit of a hiccup. Welcome back. Thanks for hanging in there with me, everybody. If my live stream ever abruptly drops like that, I'll very likely be back. It's either my connection failed or my battery died or something like that, but I usually have a backup with me, so make sure if I drop out to, you know, check back in with me. Let's maybe get out of here. There's literally like, there's probably like 15 kids in the tot lot. I can't go over there yet. I'll work my way over towards that direction, but Lodo's asking what's holding my trowel. Oh, the all exclusive Pay Streak Super Freak digger sheath, of course. A fellow YouTuber, actually, a metal detector user, he made me this sheath, so big shout out to Page Streak. Carlo asked, did a gator get him? You never know. Right now, let's just check out this little grassy patch right here, see if there's anything here. There's a baseball field over there, and the playground's over there, so I don't know if there's going to be anything in this grassy spot, but check it out for a second. I'm going to try to keep an eye on the playground. Strike when there's no kitties. It's a pretty good one. I haven't really metal detected over here. I think I've only done it once, so can at least check out a new spot, see if there's anything over here. Oh no. Do we begin? There's some fence wire. Yo, Cliff, man, thank you for that, dude. Sent us over a hippopotamus super sticker. Thanks, Cliff. Appreciate you, man. Let's keep looking. Yeah, for me, I don't know what it is, just the small elliptical coil, I think, like, suits my hunting style better. Just feels right when I'm swinging around this little coil. So this is one signal you're gonna want to stay away from. Listen to this. I'm walking forward, right? And I'm still getting the signal. Walking forward, still getting the signal. This is something that should be buried deeper, like a pipe or a wire or something. Stay away from signals like this. Right here, it doesn't sound that bad, right? But go a little bit forward. It's still there. That's something you don't want. Something I'm not interested in. I gotta get back down to the beach soon, SoFlo. A nice beach. I've been hunting like subpar beaches lately. I'm ready to make my way down to like Clearwater again. But this year, right now, honestly, a big reason why I don't get down to the bigger beaches more often is because my car. I recently just got a car, and my car just isn't that reliable for long trips, honestly. So like this year, I'm planning on, hopefully, I almost have my car paid off, and I'm gonna trade it in for hopefully something a little bit more reliable, and then hopefully we'll be able to get down to like some of those nicer areas some more, you know? Because while I enjoy the parks, I understand that my chances are higher to find good stuff at, like, you know, just for example, Clearwater Beach. The amount of people that are actually going down there every day with jewelry, gold jewelry, silver jewelry, is like, there's a lot of people going down there, you know? The thing is there's a lot of metal detector users too, so it's not like cut and dry easy. But you can guarantee, if I were to be spending as much time as I spend in these parks at like Clearwater Beach, I'd be finding some pretty significant jewelry, I think. Like, honestly, you know? But you never know, there's no guarantee. So Jerry says, be right back. Hello from Canada, this is Tyler. What's up, Free Spirit? He's asking what settings I'm using for beaches on the Gulf Coast. With the Legend, I usually run pretty simple. I usually run multi-wet if you're hunting by the wet sand. What settings do you need to know? Because there's a lot of settings on the Legend. Usually I have to run multi-wet though. Multi-wet. And it depends on the beach, really. Pump your sensitivity as high as you can possibly get away with it. It's a nice one. Carlos, I think ground balancing makes more of a difference if your soil is mineralized. Like in the area that I hunt on all of my machines, I personally have found that I don't really feel much of a difference between ground balancing. You can tell in a lot of cases if you pump your coil on ground where there's nothing there, if you get a response from the ground, then you're probably gonna need a ground balance. But like, in my opinion, I live in Florida, and like our sand on land, there's just really not much to it. But that's just my opinion. If you want a ground balance, totally go for it, you know? If it works good for you, do it. I think ground balancing is more important when you're in like a hot ground or varying conditions. But there's definitely people with different opinions about that matter. So, what's that? Looking a little bit shiny. Silver dime? No. 1984. Not quite a 64. At least it's a dime, 10 cents closer. Can you guys hear the chatter patter from the children in the playground? They're losing something. Yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying a little bit of metal detecting out here with me. Sometimes I feel the need to apologize when, you know, we're not finding good stuff, but you understand, right? If you're here hanging out with me, you understand. What's up, James? Family of 5 asks, how would I compare the Legend to the Equinox 700? I personally have never used the 700. I've got some pretty good experience with the 600. And I don't know, my thoughts are they're pretty similar, I think. I really think at the end of the day it might come down to preference. I honestly believe that. But with the Legend, you can usually get them for slightly better price. And depending on who you talk to, people will say that the Legend is built better than the Equinox, which in my experience, that is true. Because so far on my Equinox, my arm cuff broke. This little thing right here, its thing snapped right off, which isn't a big deal, but I don't see that really happening anytime soon with the Legend. And also with the Equinox, I don't know if they've upgraded the coil ears for the coils, but that's something you have to worry about with the Equinox too. Sounds maybe kind of good. Maybe a little deeper. Dennis asks, what settings would you use in a freshwater lake? Considering it's freshwater, maybe try to get away with like a field mode first and see how it reacts to the water. But then if you have to, switch it to beach mode. But I think beach mode in some instances, it's kind of suited for a mineralized beach, you know? So in the case of a freshwater beach, you might actually be putting yourself at a slight disadvantage if you put it to beach mode. So I would say go with like, try field mode in the water and just see how it works. And if it doesn't work, then switch it over to beach mode and you'll probably have a better experience. This one's kind of deep. Sounded kind of good. High. Oh yeah, this one's good. Good, like 6-7 inches down there. Come on, silver doubloon. It's gone. Oh, there it is. It's right here. Come on, please, give us something spicy. Give us something epic. Looks like a decent sized coin. It's a quarter. I think I see 1995 on it. It's got some color to it though. Been sitting down in there for a little while. 25 cents, can't complain about it. If any of you guys caught too, after this video, if you don't have anything else to do, go vote on the post that I made. I made a poll about what metal detector should I possibly buy next. I have enough, but I'm actually gonna commit to selling my Apex. I think I might make like a couple more videos with the Ace Apex before I get rid of it, but I just don't use that metal detector enough. It's just kind of sitting around. So I'm gonna sell the Ace Apex and reinvest into another affordable metal detector. Randy says it's -7 here. Oh my goodness. Good guess, ACB. He guessed a token on that one. Gotta take a risk on some of the low conductives, I guess. I've been kind of neglecting the low conductive signals today. Whoops. It's in here. Pull tab. Yeah, somebody said it takes 1,000 pull tabs to find the gold ring, so if you don't dig up those pull tabs, you're never gonna get any closer. Woody Boggs says Manticore. It's too much out of my budget, honestly, the Manticore. If I had some extra cash laying around, I'd say all right, and we'd try the Manticore, but I'm thinking more of like a budget machine. A couple of the options I put up were the Quest. Have you guys ever heard of the Quest metal detector? Quest X10. Another option I had up there was that Minelab Voyager. Has anybody seen that new Minelab? It's looking pretty chintzy, but it is only $150, so that could possibly be a decent starter machine for someone. The option that's in the lead right now is the Nokta Score. I was hoping you guys wouldn't want a machine that highly priced. That thing isn't too high, but I think it's like 379 bucks, so I'm gonna have to break into some of my coins. I actually bought my Xterra Pro with my change that I found metal detecting though, so I'm gonna try to put a good amount of change towards whatever metal detector you guys want to see next. Perfect. I found a baby top to a can with the pull tab still on it. Lift tab, pull up. At least it's still got the pull tab on it. Oh, are the kitties gone? Are the kitties gone out of the playground? Jerry says Manticore more than needed. So is that a vote towards getting the Manticore, Jerry? Roger says all I dig is low conductors, nickels, and quarter signals. I like that method, Roger. Yeah, John says they should make a machine that shows what's in the ground. I think actually they already have that out. Isn't it Nokta that makes something like that? It comes with literally like a laptop that it will kind of give you at least the shape of the item in the ground or a general idea. I think that machine's like $8,000. Imagine having to carry around a laptop with you to metal detect. Oh wait, I live stream, so I kind of do have to do that. All right, I'm lurking my way over to this playground. I'm scouting it out. Might be able to get in there. John says $400. What's up, Motor Jock? Says, hey Austin, it's 12 degrees in the Dallas area. Really? 12 degrees? Somebody was eating some... I bet a squirrel got a hold of that, actually. Unless somebody was really hungry and ate the plastic. Take that junk with us. Yeah, the Nokta Invenio, says Kevin. That's that expensive ground penetrating machine, I think. We still got kids in the playground, can't hit it yet. There's like literally 13 kids sitting in a picnic table. Keep on going today though, I'm feeling it. The weather's nice enough to hunt today. It's a little chilly, but chilly for who? Chilly for Florida, man. Yeah. This one's deeper down in there. Come on. Yeah, yesterday we slapped it out with the jewelry compared to today. So I think like it doesn't really matter what metal detector you're swinging. To a certain extent it does, but you just have to put that coil over the right spot. It's like the most important part. This one's a deep pull tab. Some junk. Some burning junk. Family of 5 says my boy Riley is 7 and asked if you hit $1 million yet. We're close to 1 million zinc pennies, but now we're probably close to literally 10,000 zinc pennies, but not close to 1 million yet. 1 million pull tabs, we're getting close. Pull tabs for days. Yeah, Jerry says Score and Manticore are too expensive for a little extra you get. Yeah, so far, like I have a poll that allows you to vote on it, and the Score is definitely in the lead. So if you guys want to see something else besides the Score, please go over to that post. I even have the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4 on there. It's only a $79 metal detector, you know? But I think the Score would be interesting because we could compare it to the Legend a little bit, and we could see like, we could actually see how much extra you're getting with a Legend compared to a Score. That's really my incentive of possibly getting a Score, you know? Kind of compare it to the Legend and see, is it worth getting a Score, or should you just save up and get a Legend? My pouch is filling up. Nice, Alan. Says I went out this morning and found his first war nickel. Very nice. Blaine says that cheap mine lab I voted for. I almost pulled the trigger on that a couple weeks ago. It's a solid 37. Kind of like that. I've never metal detected in this little area right here, so at least we're in fresh ground. Don't know if there's going to be anything over here. See where it is. It's gone. Might be a little deeper. Huh. It has vanished. Sometimes signals, like when you pop a plug, they call that something specific. What do they call that? You pop a plug and then your signal's gone. This one, I think I'm just off on it. It's pretty impressive that you're off with this coil that small. All right, let's retrofit this one. Instead of mangling it, we'll dig another plug right here. I kind of mangled it. Come on. Definitely mangled this one. Let's try to put it back though. Really? Mangled that plug for this? Why? Alright, we can put this one back kind of nice. fill him back in there. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Mangled that plug and we recovered them. Not too bad. What's up, Bob? Jerry says top of plug. Good job on that one, Jerry. It was. Yeah, phantom signal. That was a little tiny piece of fence wire, Gopher. Anytime I get close to these freaking chain link fences, my life becomes miserable. That was actually our signal though. That one sounded good. That's sad. So is this one another one? Listen to the variation in that tone. Don't think it's gonna be a coin. Probably could have skipped by this one, honestly. I'm gonna say this is probably another piece of that wire. Come on. What do you guys think? Wire? Something else? Pull tab? This dirt looks different over here. Yep. Piece of that wire right there. It's never easy hunting near these fences. Find a lot of this stuff. Maybe I should go for some more nickel signals. I don't think we've even found a nickel yet today. Where are the gold signals? Yeah, it was a good 37, says Alan. We'll see you later, family of 5. Thanks for hanging out today, man. Let's listen for something a little bit different, I think. And here's something else buried, like I was just talking about. Like, I'm walking forward, but this signal is continuous, so that's like a pipe or a wire. Stay away from signals like that. Thought I just heard something high. Is there something down there? Not repeatable enough, in my opinion. Ed says, save all your pull tabs and give us a count quarterly at the end of the year. That's a good idea, Ed. I've actually considered like saving up all the low conductive signals. I had one series where I did that actually. Like, I would keep track of all the junk until we found gold. But that's a good idea because it'll really put into perspective how much junk you actually dig to find something good. This one sounded small. But then it's kind of a pain in the rear to keep track of all that stuff, you know? I'll consider it though, I'll definitely consider it. Small piece of foil, I think, or can. I don't really like this spot too much. What do you guys think? We haven't really checked it out thoroughly yet, but there's some trees over there. I'm gonna go check out those trees. Those trees look interesting. The pinpointers are falling out. Carol says, typical Nokta treasure hunt for when I had the simplex. See, and Carol, she is one of those people where she really strongly prefers the Xterra Pro. I've heard her a lot, and she says that she used to have the simplex, and she was finding nothing but junk with it. But seemingly when she got the Xterra Pro, you know, the hobby was a lot better for her. So I can't say for sure that like the Xterra Pro is the magic detector, but sometimes a detector just has to click with you, you know? And I think for Carol, the Xterra Pro really clicked with her compared to the Simplex. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to dig over here. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I like that. Never hunted over here at least, so this is a new spot. Can at least try it, you know? I'd say spots are worth trying before you write them off. The dirt looks quite a bit different over here. Where's it at? It's in the plug. Small, I guess. Another piece of fence wire. Come on. American Spirit says you don't have to keep track by counting, just weigh them. That's not bad. Or if I just actually have like a little bin or something that I throw all the pull tabs in, I think that's probably the easiest way to do it. Neil's Crib says I almost bought the Quest X10, but it was sold out. I bought the Simplex Plus instead and couldn't have been happier with the decision. Simplex Plus works good. Right off some trees here. What kind of trees are these? I forget. You guys know? What type of tree is this? They hide anything in the tree? Have you guys ever heard that like in some cases back in the day, people would like hammer coins into the bark of trees? Have you ever heard that? I don't think that this tree is even old enough for something like that to be done, but is that just a fool's tale or is that actually real? 23 sounds kind of good. You guys ever heard that? People hammering coins into the bark of trees? I guess that would have been something that they did like a long time ago. I don't think they're really doing that in recent day. Perfect. Piece of some slaw. Just what we wanted to find. See you later, Tyler. What's up, Michael? Yeah, I hate that fence wire too. It's the bane of my existence. Father Son says I have the Equinox 900. That's an amazing machine. I was considering getting rid of my 600 and getting the 700. But I don't know really what the difference would be between the two. What's up, Neo? Carol says, and I looked at my trash to coin ratio and the Simplex favored the junk targets and the Xterra Pro favored the coins. Huh. What's up, Stuck in Trees? Says the only problem is coins would be 20 feet above your head by now. Yeah, because the tree has grown, right? 20 feet tall since they did that. Oh, Randy says, no, that's crazy talk about the coins being hammered in trees. Yeah, I wouldn't find it regardless. Or the case, in a case where I would find something like that is after the tree has already fallen and decomposed into the ground, you know? Then maybe I would get lucky and swing over it, but sometimes when hurricanes come through here in the state of Florida, like you go back in some woods and like the trees are uprooted crazily. You can like see the roots sticking out of the ground. I don't know, I'm blabbing. Sometimes it looks like shelter. Anyways, a couple more in this signal and we'll move on. Doesn't seem like there's really much over here. Fence wire nonsense. Have I even found a coin over here yet? I would think like this little spot looks kind of good between the trees, you know? Like maybe they would have had a picnic table or something right through here. Yeah, Roger says poor fence installer lost his gold ring building fence and now it will never be found. You never know. Oh, I'm gonna find it. If he lost it, I'm gonna find it. Yeah, Randy says by now the coin would be 30 feet up. You're right. There's one right off the base of the tree. Probably more fence wire, because I can't seem to escape that. Come on, just give me something. Somebody was sitting up on this fence, weren't they? Whee! Yeah, stuck in trees, you're right. More likely to find a bullet in the tree. Neo asked, did I get anything good yet? I don't think we found any jewelry yet, honestly. We've been hunting for quite a while. Some coins, you know. I'm turning it around. These sound really good, but they're fence wire. I mean, the odds are that they're fence wire. Alright, after this one, we're gonna go find a new location. Let's switch it up a little bit. The kids are still using the playground, so it didn't work out in our favor. Hello. Maybe not fence wire. Yeah, no, it's some fence wire. A problem with this stuff too is like target ID is based on the shape of an item too. It's not always the conductivity of the metal. It's like if a piece of fence wire is balled up, it's gonna sound different. So it's tough. I hate the fence wire. Almost worse than the pull tab, I think, honestly. Pull tabs are kind of like a novelty, at least, you know, you find one and you're like, yeah, pull tab. Fence wire? There's no positive in finding fence wire. I hate fence wire. All right, let's move out of here. Find something else. Alan says no coins yet. I found some coins, just not in this spot, I don't think. This spot's butt over here. I don't even want to dig these. Paul says, nothing is ever. My 11 pounds of pull tabs at recycling center was $15. 11 pounds of pull tabs. Oh my goodness. How many pull tabs is 11 pounds worth? I'm in Fence Wire City. I'm swinging quick, I know. I'm just trying to get out of this area. I'll only stop for something different. I don't know what the heck that is. Let's get back into like more of a spot with potential, I think. I wanted to check out the playground, but I don't know where to go. Yo, Neo, thanks for that, man. It says $2 for good luck. Spring on solid gold ring. Still looking for a big gold. I don't know if I should go back to the field. Try bat down in here again for just a second and then we'll move on. Heck, I at least found some coins in here. Nah, maybe I don't want to hit this spot right now. I don't know. I'm kind of in that I don't know. I'm not sure. Detecting Blaine says he had an Amphibio multi before the legend. Both are coin smashers. Yeah, the Nokta Amphibio, was it? Or Invenio? I think the Amphibio. Should I go for that one? It's kind of like it's a high tone, but it sounds big. It might be deep. Or the opposite, it sounds deep and it might be big. We'll go for it, I think. It's a deep high conductive. Barely getting a signal on it. See if we can recover this thing. Been having a pretty good day though. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me though. Like, I've been having fun recently on the live streams, and I think that's what it's all about, you know? I know there for a little bit I was kind of like stressing out trying to find something good for a regular video, but it's just, there's no point in stressing out, you know? It's the reality of metal detecting. Some days you find good stuff, some days you don't. As long as you're not putting in your titles like gold ring found or anything, then I don't know, there's just no guarantee. Roger says dime, Jerry says dime or a copper penny. This thing's deep though. I know it's gonna be deep. Kind of at the edge of detection depth with this small coil and a higher recovery speed. It's gonna be deep for sure. Still not hitting on it. Take a couple more scoops. I think it's in here. I'm pretty confident there's something in here. Is it down in there? Digaholic says it's -10 outside. I'm watching RoboCop and metal detecting. Whee! Let's try to get a signal on it. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a hit on it. Uh-oh, am I off? Maybe the pinpoint button would have helped me here. Son of a... So look how terrible my hole looks right now. Let's make it even worse. And then let's try to refill it in like we've never been here. I don't know if we'll be able to, but we can try. Once you start to like get this wetter soil, I think it's harder to make it look nice. Oh no. I don't want to give up on it. It's deep. Oh, come on. What do you guys think? Keep going for it? I want to see your opinions. Still not getting a response on it. When in doubt, dig it out. Take another scoop on it. Come on. It might be something big though. I don't know. I feel like if it was gonna be a coin, I'd probably be hitting on it. It could be a can like 3 feet deep. Oh, we got a response. I think it's gonna be something big. My hole isn't really wide enough. We'll try though, let's try. I think we'll be able to tell if it's a coin before too long. This thing is deep. Yeah, by the way my pinpointer is reacting to it though, I think it's gonna be big. I'm already pinpointer deep and it's just now reacting to whatever it is under there. My shovel is already down in there. Keep going for it. Yeah, I got my phone right over here, American Spirit. Chuck says cover it up. Let's try to dig it out a little bit more, and then if we can't get it out, we'll just gotta at least put in the effort. I literally don't even have enough room to get my shovel in there. Can you hear the response my pinpointer is giving me though? I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that one out, guys, without making an extraordinary mess. I don't want to give up on it. Come on. This is how you get kicked out of parks, is like, you know, when you're digging holes like this. I'm getting close though. Dude, it's gotta be something. Yeah, it's gonna be something big for sure, says Blaine. That's shovel level, yeah. Coins, it's not gonna really hit coins that deep, I don't think, realistically. I think I'm gonna just, yeah, it's still deep. Sorry, but Mikey says dig it. In too deep now. The mixed results. One more try. Have to be careful though, like if people are watching what I'm doing right now, they might see this as like me making a huge mess. Little do they know I'm gonna cover it up. At this point, do we just see what the heck it is? I think my pinpointer just died. All this for a freaking aluminum can? All right, we're on top of it now. The Garrett tells us one more scoop. Come on. If I wasn't doing a live stream, I would not have dug this one out though, to be honest with you. I would have saved my time and went on to something else. All right, real quick. Come on. I bet it's a can. Yeah, I bet it's a can too, honestly. But yeah, Woody, that's true too. It says that just shows you how deep your detector goes. Let's see. I can't even feel it yet. This one's for you guys, the ones who actually wants to see it. This is our chance for the treasure chest, I guess, or the freaking who knows what. Like, if this is a modern can, though, buried this deep, I probably would never go for a signal this deep again. And somebody said it could just be a pipe, too. One more try. Who thinks I'm crazy here? Give me a hands up if you think I'm crazy. Come on, dude. I just want to see what it is at least. Look how deep my freaking hand digger is. Holy smoke. I just don't think I'm gonna be able to get it, guys. I hate to give up on it. Oh, it's right there. I don't even have room to get my arm in there. Come on. Just pop out a bottle cap. I'm so dumb for digging this one out. We're this deep. I ain't giving up on it now. Screw that. We're in too deep. I'm starting to feel something. Like on an old home site, maybe it would be worth to dig something like this out, but it's just a dumb decision. All right, I don't know. China, you can do it. Keep going, Austin. You're halfway to China. It's a piece of copper. All right, since I'm still getting encouragement, guys, that is so deep. That is so freaking deep. I could bury my shovel like that, and you wouldn't be able to see it. All right, I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to get the resistance. Now the real challenge begins. How big actually is it? Somebody's treasure chest they buried 30 years ago. Time capsule. Now the guesses can start to come out. Time capsule buried 150 years ago. Son of a... Has anyone ever worked this hard for a signal in their existence? It's down in there. And now the real challenge, I want to see how well we can actually like cover this hole up too. That will be like the ultimate challenge. How well can we actually cover this up? This is literally probably how metal detecting gets banned in parks though. County employees see dudes digging holes like this and they're like, all right, your privilege is up. I think it's coming out. Please, is it out? No! Ain't no man ever worked this hard for a signal before. I'm on top of it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I'm so idiotic digging this out. I feel like an imbecile. Dude, is it? I hope it's not like the bottom of a signpost or something. I hope it's not. I see it. I see it. What is it? Probably had like 13 people unsubscribe, 15 dislikes, 3 reports, and a call to the sheriff's department. I've committed to this. I'm committed. I've committed. I've committed. Says now you get banned when you don't fill your holes. We got a fence wire, epic dig. What's up, KC? Yeah, Frank says that's why they should let you use a full-size shovel. If I had a full-size shovel, this would have came out so much easier. A big reason it's so hard is because my hole is, you know, it's not wide. I honestly can't believe though, regardless of what this is, dude, this is actually an impressive test of depth. Oh. 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 Oh my goodness gracious. Bro, that thing is like 15 to 18 inches deep. Oh. Just ban me now. Just ban metal detecting at my parks, please. I don't ever want to have to go through that again. It's a Milwaukee. It doesn't even have the pull tab on it. Why? Or wait, that might be the pull tab. Oh my goodness gracious. We got it. We got it. At the very least, we got it out, man. And this glove actually came very handy. I would not have wanted to go in on that without a glove. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know, I really don't know if I've ever dug a hole that deep for anything before. That is a who knows how deep. At least this deep, if not deeper. All right, now the real challenge begins. Can we fill this hole back in? So all the loose dirt has to go in first. That's like the key. Loose dirt goes in first. I might have to pack it in there a little bit even. Dang, dude. Sorry about that, you guys. I apologize. You had to suffer through that with me, but hey, at least we found out what it was, you know. If we would have skipped by that, it would have been a mystery. But because the dirt is a little bit wet, it's kind of showing on top, but as soon as some water gets over that, you're not going to be able to see it anymore. Put that one right there. And then this one right here. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of some of this dirt though to make it go in nice. Luckily we have a little spot down here. Yeah. That's the only way I know how to clean this spot up. But see how it's still kind of, because I had to dig that deep, the soil isn't really compacted down there anymore. Now I'm working just as hard trying to fill it in, but I want it to be nice, you know. I don't want to make it look horrible. All right, I should be able to get back up on this one and stomp it down. And like, yeah, it's not the best, but as soon as a rain comes down, as long as that grass is still on top, it can wash that dirt down, you know. Like, there's still grass right here, it just looks like dirt because there's dirt on top of the grass. So anyway, sorry about that one, you guys. Appreciate that, man. I think I just missed somebody's super sticker. Yeah, use my heel, definitely. Yeah, this is definitely one that you gotta stomp down. This is a stomper. But especially, you know, if you're digging holes like that in public parks, I'd recommend that you don't dig signals like that to begin with. But if you do, please do the best that you can to put it back. So like, that's definitely the ugliest hole I dug today. But, you know, considering that, did you see it before it was filled in? That thing was hideous. Yep, and Bob says I can donate that to the local historical society. Casey asked if chat is frozen. You might be able to go, there's a little cog wheel at the top that you can change it from top chat to all chat. You might have to do that. That's the best content. Yeah, and I just dug that hole with 4 police officers at this park. I'm walking by that one. Screw that. Get me away from the cans. What's up, Isabel? All right, let's take a bit of a walk for a second. Kind of have to blow my nose after that one, but you guys don't want to hear that. So what do? I gotta blow my nose, but I don't want to blow my nose right in your ear. What's the play here? I still can't believe we got that out. That's commitment, you know. If anything, that's commitment. Some more junk right in here. I don't even have any more room in my pouch though. Look at this. At least we didn't have to dig to China for that one. Yeah. Yeah. Real quick, I'm gonna blow my nose. We're gonna get back into the hunt though. I'm just running. I'm running after that one. I'm running big time. Yo, what was that? Bob says 4 super stickers and $16 for that dig. Sorry I missed that, you guys. Thank you very much for that. Jerry says go for it, just no passing gas, please. Harold says 1 hour stream is still going 2 hours later. Oh, I don't want to blow my nose. I can't even mute it. But I'm gonna have to take you guys off. Wait, let me try. I'll put you like right here for a second. I don't want to blow my nose right in the mic. Come on, right there. There you go. Oh, that's gnarly. Woo. Oh yeah, that's some gnarly stuff. All right. Sorry about that one. Oh, we got 2% battery. We got 2% battery. Let me at least try to do my switch out here. Yeah. Whether we actually stay live. 2%. Come on. Let me see. I'm gonna try to do a battery swap out here while the thing stays live. Will it work? I gotta plug this thing in first. Come on. Hurry, 2%. 2%. I think I gotta take this, put this in here. And this should power my GoPro, I think, while I take the battery out. Is it charging? Is it working? I don't know if it's working. All right, we're gonna try this. Let me see. Look at my pouch though. I gotta empty my pouch too. I got trash for days. Let me see real quick. Hopefully this works. We'll know. I got my battery right here. If the live stream drops out, just know that I'm about to be right back. About to pull my battery. You guys will know if it works. No battery. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Freaking perfect, man. Epic. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I have a battery in there. We're good. You. We actually got it. It worked. Back at 100% battery. Oh, man. ACB says dug a wall hanger. Mikey says yes, put us eye level with the gators. ACB says viewers bounced up to almost 150 when I was digging that. It's probably because of the suspense, honestly. The suspense, they wanted to know what it was. They could not, they couldn't get away from the curiosity. All right. My pouch is heavy right now. Real quick, let's empty it out. Oh, I lost my glove too. Good thing we just looked right here. All right, let me empty my pouch real quick. It's necessary. Hey, maybe Neo, I'll go at least for another hour probably, or at least for another little bit. Old Milwaukee, Nutella, fence wire. This is really holding me down, this big thing. And then this one too. Oh my goodness gracious. Quite a bit of junk out here today. Another handful right here. Honestly, it has been a little bit lackluster on the good finds today, so as always, sorry about that, you guys. Sorry we didn't find any golden rings yet. Pull tabs for days, though. Look at my glove from that one hole. Rest in peace, Garrett glove. Rest in peace. Let's get back into it for at least a little bit. Oh, I gotta be careful, though. I'm losing all kinds of stuff. There's my little magnifier right there. All right, let's do some more digging for at least a little bit longer. I'm not done yet. Why end the stream? We got a fresh battery again. Let's get back into it. I'm gonna do down by gator territory for a second, see if we can pull some more coins down here. Fence wire even down here too. 22. I like this spot because it's easy digging and there's like seemingly kind of a lot of signals to choose from. That one was a 22, but it kind of looks like a coin. Huh. Probably a zinc penny on that one. That's really the only coins that do that. Unless it's something rare, you know. It's probably a modern zinc penny. Whoa! Almost just dropped that baby in this muck. Keep a little bit open-minded down here. We haven't dug up too many low conductive signals today, huh? Well, that's not even it. That's a type of fishing weight. I think it's like a bullet sinker though. I thought it was going to be a 22 round at first. It's some lead. Any of you guys got any plans out there today though? I know a lot of you are stuck inside, you know, with the death chill, but some of you guys probably got some decent weather out there at least. Signals like that are almost guaranteed split shot fishing weights. The only other thing they could be is like small metal or maybe like an earring or something. Kind of hear the size of it. What do we got? I might skip up the small ones from here on out. If this is a split shot fishing weight, we'll listen for anything different, you know? I don't want to just be digging out guys' fishing weights. Yep, that's a little, I think they call it a jig head, right? It's the weight that used to have a hook off of it. Have a little eyeball on there or something. Sunshine's coming out here though. Check it out. Finally peeking through the clouds at us. Mr. Sunshine, welcome. It's nice to see you. It's been a little bit chilly today, but Kevin, it's the NFL playoffs. Oh, Mikey watching on a 70-inch TV. The quality is probably pretty poor though on a 70-inch TV. There's a coin. I'm technically streaming at 1080p right now, I think, but I still notice when streaming the quality just isn't as good as like regular videos usually. But hey man, if you're able to watch, that's a good sign. Look at that guy right there. Real clean. 1970 something on that coin. Jeremy in Oklahoma says dig 20s and under. Trying to go for that gold, huh? A lot of my small gold rings actually have rung up like 20 and lower. Once in a while you get some that read like similar to nickel range or higher, but the small ones even read lower than nickels. I mentioned this before, but kind of when I first got into metal detecting, I was trying to find like what does gold sound like on a metal detector, you know? And my assumption was that gold sounded like a nickel. So I would go out there and I would kind of just dig up all the nickels in existence. But the odds are when you're digging nickel signals, it's going to be like 90% a nickel or a pull tab. I think I've only ever found one gold ring that actually sounds similar to a nickel. A lot of them sound like the foil seals or, you know, pull tabs too, but realistically, I haven't found that many gold rings like near pull tab signals. In my experience, they come in lower than a pull tab. You know, more like a piece of can slaw or a piece of foil. Pull tab. Honestly, my phone's still at 47% too, so in theory, one of these days we might be able to live stream for like 6 hours or something if we're fully set up, you know? and in a decent location, like the beach maybe. That would be cool. This one's pretty close to the water. 13. I need my sand scoop for this area. Piece of foil, I think. Yep. Nasty piece of foil. Disgusting. Yeah, Oklahoma says at least it's not fence wire. I'll take a pull tab over fence wire any day of the week. This one's like a decent signal. Oh, we got a friend coming up to us. Check him out. What's up, little buddy? Little Muscovy duck. I kind of like the Muscovies. I used to not like them. I thought they were annoying, but they've kind of like, they've warmed up to me. Little Muscovy duck. They sound weird. Have you guys ever heard how they sound? Instead of like a quack, like a normal duck, they kind of are like a rasp. Careful, I might put off a mating call. Those Muscovy ducks sound strange. What do you guys think? Do you like this little water section, or you want me to go check out the grass again? Do you have a preference at all, or you don't really care? I don't know though. This spot seems more loaded with coins than even up in the grass. I don't know if you guys can see this though. Are these just regular earthworms? Some type of weird worm in here. I'm not trying to catch worms from this spot. It's another coin though. Circular object. Looking nice. Full of spice. I haven't found a ring or anything down here. I think the most interesting thing I found down here besides coins was like a weird dog tag. Were you guys in here when I found that weird dog tag thing? We couldn't figure out if it was actually like a legitimate or army dog tag, or if it was like a replica actual dog's tag, you know? What are you guys saying about the go in the water, says Bob. Oh, look right there. Oh, that's a snapper, I think. Bro, that's a snapping turtle coming up on me. I think that's a massive snapping right there. I could be wrong. Can you see him in there? I think that's a big old snapping turtle. I don't think I'm gonna be going in the water. I think I want to keep my ankles intact. Can you guys see him right there? His shell's sticking out, but I see his huge head. I think that's a snapping turtle. Oh, am I gone again, Jerry? Did I lag out? Gonna find somebody's, think he'll take my coil off? I don't want to mess with him. I don't want to mess with him. Alligator snapping turtle, Jerry says. Bro, he was riding up on me. He was about to, maybe he saw my carrot, my Garrett carrot. Better not come up to me for the Garrett. Yeah, let's move on out of here. I remember messing around with one of those things when I was a kid, and yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to be messing around with snapping turtles. Keep an eye on him for a second though. Make sure he don't come up to me. I don't know if he's aggressive or not. I think he's just hanging out. Pull tab. There's so many pull tabs down here too, it's crazy. KC says, I'm sorry to repeat my question, I just want his educated opinion. Austin, if you could only have one, would it be the Garrett Carrot or the XP MI4? Ooh. I have found, like, my personal choice, I like the XP pinpointer more but I've had kind of more issues with my XP pinpointer. So while I like the XP pinpointer more, and another reason I think it might be a good idea to get one is because they dropped the price on it recently. You can get an XP MI4 now for 89 bucks. I just saw that last night. I didn't see anybody else talking about that, but so I feel like maybe the Garrett pinpointer might be slightly better quality, honestly. But I love my XP pinpointer. It's rechargeable, and I like that tone set that it has that the Garrett doesn't have. So really, I think kind of it's preference based, really. But now I think that you can get an XP MI4 for cheaper than the Garrett pinpointer. I think the XP MI4 might be my pickup. I think I honestly would take the XP over the Garrett. But the Garrett has treated me good. The Garrett is tried and true, you know? I don't see the Garrett pinpointer breaking anytime soon. Yeah, Jerry says they can sever a finger. Will asks, ever thought about getting the AccuPoint? I considered it a little bit. Just really to test it for you guys mostly. I'm totally fine with the 2 pinpointers I have. I don't think I need anything else. I usually use my pinpointers, you know, in... I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I feel like, in my opinion, they priced the AccuPoint a little bit high too, which is maybe why the XP pinpointers came down in price, because they're trying to get a little bit more competitive. Leo says, any luck today? We found a couple things. I found an old Milwaukee can like 2 feet deep. That's a lucky find. This one kind of sounds like a coin, but I don't think it's going to be. A little bit too variable. Twist top bottle cap or an aluminum can probably compared to a coin. Just my guess. Could be a coin on edge. Twist top bottle cap. Yep. Good guess on that one though. Aluminum twist top bottle cap. A Budweiser. Budweiser. Yeah, they're both good pinpointers though. I got the XP MI6 and the Garrett Carrot on me right now. And if you don't have an XP machine, then I would not even consider getting the MI6. Just go with the MI4. But yeah, they both work good. I've been bringing them both with me lately. One thing I kind of like about the Garrett pinpointer is if you, for whatever reason, forget to charge up your XP pinpointer, you're kind of out of luck. But at least if you have the Garrett pinpointer, you can get like another 9-volt battery for it. Kind of constantly have a 9-volt with you, you know, for backup juice. Nothing but coins and pull tabs. You know, what I've noticed about this spot though is this bank right here too. It kind of looks like this bank is eroding down into this spot. So some of these coins might be coming up from this grassy area up here. William says, what is that, a quarter knuckle? Yeah, Jerry, exactly. The MI4 is currently 89 bucks. It's hard to beat the MI4 at 89 bucks. Like, it's really hard to beat it, honestly. Yeah, Casey says if you're right and the MI4 is at $89, that's a steal. I agree with you. I might even make a video about that. Because, like, that's a good price for the MI4. I'm pretty sure it was like $120 initially. So I think that they dropped the price like, what, 40 bucks or so on it. I don't know if it's just a temporary deal or if they're, you know, gonna keep it at that price, but get it while it's hot. There ain't much room on this bank. Look at this. I've never been to this side though. Yeah, I'm gonna fall in here. I think let's get out of here. Oh, Gopher, he says he just bought the MI6 before the price drop. That sucks. It happens though. We didn't know that they were dropping the price, you know. All right, last signal down here and we're gonna get out of here. Let's try somewhere else. Can always come back to this spot, but I think sometimes the water is lower at this spot and it makes it a little bit better to hunt. Pull tab. Some junk. Yata! Yep, and then Jerry says the MI6 is 119. I think that the MI6 was like 150 or 160 before. So I bet you they price dropped the XP pin pointers like 40 bucks a piece. That either means that XP is coming out with a new pin pointer or they're just trying to compete with the AccuPoint. I like to see them competitive though. Because now does that mean, is the AccuPoint going to come down too? Or is the AccuPoint going to stay the same price? Coin? I think. Jerry asked playground open up yet? Ooh, they might be walking out right now. Nope. Somebody else just walked in. This playground is popping. I need to keep my eyes out. Yeah, unfortunately not. I think there's still people. Let's get up out of here though. There ain't gonna be nothing down in here. I mean, there could be, but I don't know what to think about that one. Yep, Crazy says MI4 is $89 on eBay. You can't beat it for 89 bucks. There's not really other options. I used to like the Nokta pointer. It's not like it's not the pulse dive pin pointer. It's actually called the Nokta pointer. And I think that one was like 80 bucks, maybe 89 bucks. And I think that was probably the best value. But now, if the XP MI4 is 89 bucks, I think that that's probably the best value you can get. 89 bucks, rechargeable battery. It's got multiple options, you know. Pretty good pickup. We've been live a good amount of time today though. I don't think we found anything too crazy, but kind of went through the park a little bit, you know, checked out the park. Still kitties in the playground, unfortunately. It's a dime right there, 1994D. Nice and orange. Yeah, because it's not really hot today, it's a really nice day. My energy obviously doesn't deplete nearly as much. So, I mean, I feel like I could probably go for a while longer. Sounding. Let's try it out. Up in a grassy area again. Might be a big old fruit down in here. Uh-oh. I hate roots. Roots can be a real challenge. This one sounded pretty good overall. Careful going in there. I think it's a coin. Yes, it is. Another dime. And right in this little area, I'm like, I mean, the parking lot is over here and the little water pits down here, so it's not really a specific reason why there would be stuff right here. It's a 1980s dime, though. Another coin to add to the new metal detector. Got even more people starting to show up too. I like this park though because it's constantly active. Like there's constantly people coming through to this park. Gene says acupoint is different. There's another one in this hole right here. 2 coin spill possibly. Now for the true question of the day. What do I get to eat when I get home? I don't know what to eat. What are you guys eating today? Give me some opinions. What do you guys plan to eat tonight for dinner? Maybe I'll take you up. Good guess on a quarter, Blaine. It was 2 dimes together. Commander-in-Chief has work for me. See you later, Jerry. I'll definitely make my way back to this playground eventually, though. It's been busy the last couple days. I feel like when it gets cold for some reason here in Florida, the playgrounds are used even more. You can't just give me anything interesting, something that's not a pull tab or a penny. Nope. The ground is not giving it up today. Another pull tab. I've already emptied my pouch once. I wonder if I would have stuck to the field today. If we could have got some jewelry by now. I've kind of meandered out today, you know? My plan was to hit the playground, but that didn't happen. Ooh, Mikey says lasagna. Leon says, or Leo says Japanese food. Doesn't sound too bad. Jumbo shrimp and fries, says John. Jumbo shrimp. I think I might have some shrimp in the freezer. Maybe I could bread up some shrimp. Lasagna sounds pretty good. John says chicken wings. Oh, Jerry's having homemade lasagna too. Gopher pizza. That one sounds different. Listen to how crisp that one is, and it's a 43 on the ID. Could be maybe a twist top, but it sounds different. Come on. Be something good, be something good. Where is it? Sounded like it was close to the top. Sounded strong. That's impressive. I was off on the signal. How do you get off on a signal, man, with a coil that small? Probably just sometimes not taking your time. This one sounded really crisp. Please give me something. Oh! I have found a key. I knew it sounded different at least. It's a minute key. No, you poor soul, you lost your key. But I have found it. A key to add to the collection. It sounded good though, right? Or it sounded different. It sounded different than the usual. Sometimes you can call out signals like that just because it's different, you know? There's only so many of the same signals at a park, so if you go over something different in a lot of cases, you can kind of tell. I have found a key. Not the silver ring that we wanted, but Michael says Italian sausage chili. Oh, Digging Texas says, I remember the dog tags. There's a museum at the USS Lexington where those came from, where you can buy the souvenir tags. Yeah, I think it said something on it. I forget. It was like, I forget the tag exactly. We got a couple more questionable ones down here. That would help. It's a foil seal. Junk. Casey, bummer. I was hoping for an old Milwaukee can, 20 foot deep. I think this one maybe is going to be a split shot. I feel like sometimes should I not guess before it comes out of the hole? Sometimes I feel like it spoils the, what is it? The suspense. That's not one fishing weight, that is 2 split shot fishing weights. Good morning to you. Who is that? Kelly? What's up, Kelly? Hunt is going average, I would say. Nothing too crazy, but... What's up, Mark? Actually, it's like surprising how many high conductive signals there actually is down here. Hello. Not yet, still looking. Maybe. This one I think is just going to be probably not a coin, actually. It's another key. That one's someone's car key, I think. Oh yeah. So, I mean, I think this spot could maybe have a ring or something in it. Considering the amount of coins, pull tabs, and now keys. Is that a Nissan? Oh, you lost your Nissan key, dude. How much did that cost you? That sucks. But like I mentioned, I think this spot actually might be kind of a fishing spot, considering the amount of split shot weights and stuff we're finding. That's a Nissan car key. Sorry for you, buddy. Whoever lost that one didn't have a good day. .26, almost in this death muck. It's got this weird green algae. It's making me uncomfortable. It's another split shot fishing weight. Just add it to the pouch. Let's go back up here in the grass again. Kind of meander up and down. They have benches placed all the way around this little water pit though. Pretty solid 22. He's a live madman. One of these days we'll go for the 24-hour live stream. I'm not quite trained for that yet, but we're in training right now. 24-hour live stream training. I did find one ring over in this grassy area though that I'm hunting. I haven't been this far over here, but It was over by, there's a picnic bench over there with the Xterra Pro. Like when I first started hunting this park, I found a little ring over there, and it was in this grassy spot. So yep, Mikey says must be a spot where the gators pulled them in, or the snapping turtles snapped their ankles off. The spot that the wildlife will take you out. The Muscovy ducks jump you, and the snapping turtle gets your big toe, and then the alligator finishes you off. Tone sounds a little funky on that one, but it's in the 30s. It's a little bit different. This dirt over here is just dry. Where'd it just go? Something small, I guess. Could just be off on it. Pencil eraser. The common park finds though are coming out. Plenty of pencil erasers, plenty of coins, plenty of pull tabs. Just haven't hit lucky on the jewelry, you know? That's modern park hunting, in my opinion, is you just gotta swing over it. That is the key. I've already kind of hit the hot spots, you know, near the basketball courts and in the playground. I've hit like a month or so ago, but the playgrounds are more one of those spots that you can kind of hit consistently, depending on if they're used or not. .32 off the back of the bench. The sun's coming out nice today though. Just give me a ring, come on. Come on. Come on. Only 579 more pull tabs until the ring comes out. We're on our way, slowly but surely. A little bit of an ant pile next to this one. We got to be careful. It's one thing, since it's gotten cold, I haven't seemingly dealt with as many ants. Where you at, little guy? I thought you would come out easier than that. Here she comes. Come on. She's coming. Yeah, so like I mentioned, definitely here in hopefully the near future. Once I can get my car paid off and hopefully trade that baby in for something like slightly more reliable. Hopefully we'll be able to get down to like some of the bigger and better beaches more often. It's just, yeah, a lot of the beaches, like the good beaches, are around an hour away from me, which isn't too far, you know. But, yeah. There is another dime right there, 10 cents. they probably get kind of repetitive, you know, just a modern dime. It's literally like a 2005, so not even very old at all, but to me they add up. Every coin, although it doesn't seem like much, you know, if you metal detect often, those coins really do add up. Like I mentioned, I bought a Pro with my change, so trying to add some change to the next metal detector count, you know. But I still have a good amount of change left too, and I never turned in my nickels. I plan on keeping my nickels. I don't know why, I just want to keep my nickels. Those nickels are tough to come by, man. I would rather keep my nickels than turn them in. Austin said now that it's cold. See you later, John. Yeah, once you get a certain point into the live streams, I start saying some really weird stuff. Just never know what's gonna come out. 34. What's a 34 gonna be? Variety of Poltabus. I could maybe hop this road and check out over there on the other side. Michael says, have a great rest of your Sunday, y'all. Peace till next time. See you later, Michael. I'll tell you what, though, doesn't matter how many hours you hunt a location, come back and hunt it the same amount of hours and you're gonna have just as much to dig out. It would literally probably take me years to clean this park out. I mean, yeah, it starts to slow down after a little while, but there's just always so much. And then you clean out one area and you move a little bit, and then, you know, you got a whole nother slew of items to dig up. More pull tabs, more pennies. Just don't you dare think about getting next to one of those fences, because you're gonna be digging out fence wire for weeks. KC says the Simplex hammers nickels. Yeah, Kelly, that is a loquat actually. I grow loquats at my place, so that's a good eye you got. That is indeed a loquat. Good ID, Kelly. Yeah, I've actually got a massive loquat tree. Oh, that's the closest we've come to a ring. What is that? It's a ring. No, it's like the ring off of a bottle top, you know? You gotta be really desperate to call that a ring. But anyways, yeah, I mentioned to Kelly that I have a massive loquat tree that I grew from a seed, believe it or not. It's been in the ground probably like 6 or 7 years now. She's blooming right now. I don't think I want to go for that one. There's a massive root. Let's just save some time. I'm getting to that point in the hunt, you know, I can tell I'm getting a little picky. Trying to use what energy I've got left to I don't know, get out some more accessible signals maybe. That other one I just went for was right under a root. Not the fence wire. Oh man. All right, well, What's up, Curtis? This is hello from Arkansas. 5 degrees and snow. No detecting today. Not today? Yeah, Roger says especially parks in Florida. Park I hunt has endless coins and trash of all numbers. I suspect I'm the first to detect it. You could be. Like in some instances, I've seen at least one other guy metal detecting this park, but there's just so much here that it doesn't matter what metal detector you have. The main component is how much energy and time do you have, because that's how many signals are out here, you know? Like, yeah, you can have a Minelab Manticore, but if you don't have a lot of energy and a lot of time, there's so much crap out here. And it doesn't matter where you go. Like, I'm in such a random spot right now and still stuff's coming out. This one's got to be a coin, right? It's a coin. Kelly says loquats are so good. I haven't been able to get fruit since I was a kid. Yeah, they use them here in Florida as mostly landscape trees. So before I was growing my own, I saw people that had them in their yards as landscape trees. And at first I was curious if they were even edible. And when I found out they were edible, I asked a couple of the neighbors, yeah, if I could pluck some off their tree, you know? So that's kind of how I got started. But yeah, that's the benefit, like here in the state of Florida, that people have them as landscape trees, so you can basically go around, and when they're in full bloom, there's going to be fruit everywhere. Similar even to there's like this cactus here in Florida. What do they call it? Prickly pear cactus, I think. It makes these little purple fruits. That same thing, people use those cactus as like landscape, and then there's just fruit on them like all year long, you know? So honestly, everybody, I hate to wrap it up, but I think I'm gonna wrap it up for now. I'm ready to go get something to eat, and we've slowly been dropping on the people hanging out, so I think, you know, you guys have probably had enough for the day, right? You guys have had enough pull tabs and pennies for the day. Just want to say though, thanks for hanging out. If you guys did make it to the end of the video, if you'd at least consider hitting it with a thumbs up, I'd sincerely appreciate it. I think we've been metal detecting for at least like 3 or so hours now, so we had a pretty good day out here. We didn't find anything expensive, but we tallied up the coins decently, and we cleaned up a lot of junk too. So appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you a bunch for your support too. Like Bob Eulalie and a couple of you guys, appreciate you. But thanks for everybody that's just hanging out too, and thank you for everyone that hit the thumbs up, because it's not that important, but it kind of helps the channel grow a little bit. So thanks for hanging with me, you guys. We'll be back out again before too long, I promise you. You guys know I can't get enough metal detecting. I've got it running through my blood. It's in my veins. I breathe pull tabs. So we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for hanging.